Good morning. I'm Thomas Buchanan. I'm on a water fast. This is week 2, day 5. And as I said yesterday, I expected a pound or two to bounce up because, let's face it, guys, you don't drop from 230, 233 down to, I woke up this morning at 215.4 without a little bounce up. Yesterday I was at 212.6, so I've gained a couple pounds. Not concerned. Um, you know, as long as I hang around the 215 area, I could see 208, 210 in the next couple weeks. Stay tuned, we'll see. And I get on every day, or I try to get on Monday through Friday to share what's going on with me because it's important that you see me fluctuate. It's important that you see me go from 198, 200 to 230, 233 because I got a COVID shot. I got an old man's flu shot. I stepped on a roofing nail, so I had to get a tetanus shot. Um, I had I had to take blood pressure meds to get my blood pressure down so they could stick a steel post in my gum so I could get a fake tooth put in. I've had more drugs in me in the past month or two than I've had all year. Oh, and don't forget the idiot that cut across 3 lanes of traffic, totaled my car, caused me severe back pain. Um, I had a double concussion, so they fed me all kinds of drugs to get me back on my feet, which thankfully I'm almost at 100%. I would say I fluctuate between 85 and 95% right now. So you ingest all of these prescription meds, you can kiss weight loss goodbye. All right. Um, it's important that you see me struggle. It's important that you understand why something happens. And again, that's why I try to get on as as often as possible to update you on my status because I'm sure you're going through the same thing. You know, if you're a government worker, you're now going to work without pay. Uh, and that's that's just so stressful. You may have health issues. You may have finance issues. Your car might not be working. Your roof might be leaking. Uh, you know, you might have family squabbles going on. All of that is stressful. Some more than others, but I don't discount whatever you're going through at all. Because if it's as stressful for you, then it's important that you have the tools in your tool bag to be able to deal with it, other than to say, I'm just gonna, to hell with losing weight. I'm too stressed out. I'm gonna go eat some comfort food, you know. And I used to do that. I mean, still to this day, don't put a bag of potato chips in front of me. Potato chips are my kryptonite. I'd be curious to know what your kryptonite is. I mean, I'm an adult. I'm 70 years old. I could still sit down today, this very minute, and consume an entire bag of potato chips. There's just something about it that I enjoy. So, yeah, my status today is okay. So I closed the week a couple pounds up, but thank thank goodness I'm down from 230, 233 to what now? 215-ish. I mean, that's a 15-pound drop. I mean, and I've got to be honest with you, very unexpected. I mean, I went off the blood pressure meds, uh, all the other meds, and I expected maybe a 2, 3, 4 pound, maybe 5 pound drop, but to drop 15 pounds, like I said yesterday, um, a month ago, I was on YouTube telling you, hey, I'm not sure I'll ever see 198, 200. Not when you're sitting at 230, 233. And you're trying to do it by the end of the year. Now, right now, it's October 31st. By the way, happy Halloween. So I have basically all of November and all of December to lose 15 pounds. Can I do it? It looks a lot better now than it did at 230, 233, 235. So, yes, I can do it. Will I do it? Stay tuned and see. I appreciate each and every one of my viewers. You listen to me daily or every other day. You listen to my struggles, you listen to my successes. That's what it's all about, and I can't overly emphasize this enough. Is weight loss is a daily battle. Let me say it again. Weight loss is a daily battle. You don't lose weight, go back to the way you ate before, and expect to keep the weight loss off. It's not going to happen. If you're going to lose weight and you want to keep the weight off, you're going to have to change your eating habits. Okay? I have given up soda. Soda destroyed my body. Okay, I was hospitalized for several days with an A1C of 13.5. I mean, my doctor looked at me and he said, Thomas, he said, you should either be in a coma or you should be dead at an A1C of 13.5. Now, if you don't have diabetes, you don't know what that number is, but it's 13.5 for a diabetic is very, very concerning. Let's put it that way. And he even said, he's like, look, I've got a chainsaw in the other room and it's powered on. You're either going to lose weight or I'll cut some toes off or maybe a leg off too. I mean, really nice guy. And he didn't do a Halloween prank. I mean, he was deadly serious. So, uh, it's kind of like my dad. I mean, my dad went to the hospital. My dad and mom, to say my dad and mom were chain smokers is an understatement. Okay. I fully expected to see a cigarette in my dad's hand in the casket. Okay. And my mom too. Now I didn't, but you get the sense of how much they smoked. Well, my dad went to the hospital one day and the doctor said to him, he's like, okay, if you continue smoking, you're going to die shortly. If you give up smoking, and I don't mean in the next year or 2 or 5 years, if you give up smoking immediately, you'll live another few years. Well, he had a come to Jesus moment. He gave up smoking. I mean, he woke up the following day And he never touched another cigarette until he dropped dead. And he did indeed live several more years and had a fairly good quality of life. Same with weight loss. You may say, well, what's cigarettes got to do with weight loss? Same with weight loss and your weight. Fat people die sooner. Obese people die even sooner. Okay? So you're either going to die sooner or you're going to lose weight and live a little longer. It's your choice. Do you want a death sentence or do you want another few years to live happily? I mean, is there really a choice? That's why I say, whether you do water fasting, I don't care how you do it, lose weight. Forget about all the plus sizes and, well, it's in your genes. You're big boned. You're just going to be heavy all your life. Forget all that. They're lying to you. Lose the weight. Find a way to lose the weight. I mean, for me, 215, again, I could turn the clock back and say, 5, 6 years ago, when I was at 315 and 315.0 was my highest, I prayed to God that I would see 299.9. Because when you're 315, I mean, you're big. And for me to get on today and say, whoops, I did gain a couple pounds. I'm at 215.4 to close out the week. From 215 to 315, that's 100 pounds I've lost. Yes, and you can too. So I want to address one viewer's comment. That really was in the form of a question, but the viewer said, I don't think I can water fast. I mean, I've never tried it, but I don't think I can water fast. I mean, I don't think I can go days on end without eating food. And she said, I'm considering your 4-week challenge. I don't think I can do it. Look, let me just be honest with you here. When I was 315 pounds and someone suggested water fasting to me, I laughed. I said, oh my God, have you lost your mind? I can't go 2 hours without eating. In the morning, I have 10, 12, 15 cups of coffee to get me through the morning. I mean, I would eat breakfast. I would have my 10 o'clock snack. I would eat lunch. I would have my 2 o'clock snack. I would go home and eat dinner. And I might have ice cream or cookie in the evening. And you're asking me to go not hours, but days, weeks without eating food? You're crazy. You've lost I can't do that. And I've told this story on my channel before, but the person looked at me and said, "Well, you're basically already fasting. You just don't realize it." And I'm like hell. No, I'm not. And the person said, "Oh, yes, you are." And I said, "Prove it." And they smiled and they said, "Okay, I can prove it right this minute." When you go to bed, you go to bed at 8, 9, 10 o'clock? Yeah, I said, sure, in the evening. And what time do you get up, Thomas? I said, I don't know, 5, 6 o'clock. That was when I was working, had a job. And the person said, so do you get up during the night and eat and snack? And I said, no, when I go to bed to sleep. And he said, that's what I wanted to hear. So let's say you go to bed at 10, you get up at 6, you don't eat during that time period. So you've just fasted for 5, 6, 7 hours, 8 hours, right? And I thought about it and I said, well, I mean, technically you're right. Actually, you are right. No, I don't get up during the night and eat and drink. I don't get up during the night and snack. And the person said, then you've already fasted for 5, 6, 7, 8 hours. And I said, well, yes, you're right. But I can't go weeks on end without eating food. And the person said, look, I want you to take one day at a time. I want you to try this for 30 days. Now, when I first started out, I cheated several times. And I learned that when you cheat, you throw your body out of ketosis. So you have to start back on week 1, day 1. But I figured it out. I failed many times. You know, one thing I admire about Elon Musk is he expects success. But in between starting out and being successful, he expects to fail many times. And when he fails, he learns that that way didn't work, to try another way, come up with another solution, but never change the goal. Change the steps you execute to get to the goal. And so Elon's blown up a lot of rockets. But that has led him to the success that he now achieves today. When Elon first started trying to make electric cars, he failed. All kinds of problems. He failed and he failed again and he failed again and he failed again until one day he woke up and he succeeded. I mean, that's just a fancy way of saying learn from your mistakes. And again, I can't overly emphasize that point enough. Learn from your mistakes. When I tell people who want to start a water fast, clear out all your cupboards. Throw away the cakes, the cookies, the potato chips, the Halloween candy, anything that's going to tempt you, give it away, throw it away, don't have it around. Because I have learned that when you have it laying around, you'll eat it. You have no willpower, neither do I. But very rarely will I get in the car, drive to the grocery store to buy something that I want, to bring it home, to sit down and eat it. I won't do that. So don't have the junk food laying around. So that's my status for today, 215.4. And I've got to tell you, I'm damn proud of that number. I mean, I got as low this week as 212.4. Popped up a little bit, but not bad at all. I hope I'm an encouragement to you. I hope you smile as I struggle, but I hope you watch on a daily basis to see me achieve my dream and my goal of not only losing weight, but keeping it off. And I hope that I offer you some encouragement, because while you may not encounter the same stresses that I have and the same problems that I have, it's important that you see me work through everything without reaching for a donut or reaching for a cookie or reaching for a piece of pizza or reaching for a cupcake. Think about what I've said. And if you're considering water fasting, take it one day at a time. Your first 7 to 10 calendar days will be your most difficult, because between day 1 and day 7, you don't even get to drink water. You get nothing. On day 8 is when you can consume 3 8 to 12 ounce glasses of water a day. But still no food until you hit your goal. Give it a try. I challenge you. Make it a great day. Make it a great weekend. Have fun. And I'll see you next week.